we are Humane's Mediate, a team from the industry track. So our team has years of experience across industries. Along with myself, Xing Li, we also have another two product managers, Shai and Jemaya. Elizabeth is the founder that we worked with, and Aish is our mentor, and Goku is our software developer. Shai, could you go to next slide? Next one. So the problem space that we worked in is the mediation sector. Unlike many other industries that have been revolutionized by technology, mediation sector is still very manual and relies on outdated and legacy-based solutions to solve problems. However, we do believe that there is a huge potential for technology disruption, given that it is more flexible, cheaper, and has a higher success rate of case resolution. So the problem statement we've honed in for the past 10 weeks is that clients find the mediation process time-consuming and thus disengage from resolving their issues due to the multiple steps involved in the agreement process. So through the user research conducted, we found that number one, impatience with the mediation progress is among the top 3 biggest challenges faced by the clients. And number two, clients value an enjoyable and engaging process and an efficient documentation process by the mediators. So I'll pass it on to Jemaya to share our target user solution and product demo.
Let's meet Tim, our target user. Tim works in corporate America, and due to a work conflict, he, along with a colleague, were directed to mediation. This cumbersome and tedious process has been frustrating Tim. In his opinion, they're wasting valuable time that could be spent doing other things. Tim is extremely motivated to find a consensual solution with his colleague while engaging in a process that doesn't feel too taxing. Working on that, let's go over the mediation process. The first step is idea generation. The participants are expressing their ideas freely while the mediators are taking notes. Next comes the idea clustering. Mediators are grouping like idea topics together. These topics can include things such as communication and daily tasks. And last, action planning. This is where participants, they're choosing which ideas they are open to exploring. This is where human mediates product come into play. Our solution is a web-based application that automates the idea selection process. This gives clients a user-friendly and an efficient and engaging experience in using. We'll start our product demo now. Once the clients are open a personalized link sent by our founder, Elizabeth, they'll come to our landing page. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the next session, the info for their next session, which right now is the 31st of this month, October. Next, you'll see a link for them to contact their navigator. Their navigator is the person who handles all scheduling and really walks them through the process. Once Tim is ready to begin, he'll hit that start button. Now on the left-hand side, you will see a clock counting up. We chose counting up and not counting down because we didn't want Tim to feel rushed. In the middle of the screen, you'll see the different ideas presented by both Tim and his colleague. They both have the options to select yes, maybe, and no. And if they hover over each button, they'll see exactly what they're selecting. At the top of the screen, you'll see a progress bar for Tim and his colleague to really just see the process in which they're making through choosing ideas. So Tim will click yes, no, and maybe on various ones. So let's say Tim has a great idea that was not presented before, but it's just come to him. He'll click on the light bulb right underneath yes, no, and maybe, and this prompt will appear. Tim is able to select who he wants to do the idea and exactly what he wants them to do. After that, he'll press the OK, and now this prompt is included in the deck of all the cards. Once Tim has completed everything, he's able to review all of his answers on a summary screen. Let's say Tim decides he wants to change idea number 2. He'll hit that edit button. It'll go directly back to the idea for him to make any changes, and he can go right back to the response screen or the summary screen. Once Tim is happy with all his selections, he'll hit that submit button, and next the navigator will receive a prompt letting him know Tim is ready to proceed in the process. Now I'll move it on to Shai, who will give you more information.
Thank you, Jemiah. So let's look at the competitive landscape briefly. So at the moment, our competitors largely rely on outdated and legacy-based solutions, primarily whiteboarding and pen and paper, which are still manual processes. And what makes us unique is that as far as our goals, we want to empower and engage clients. So for that, we want to streamline the idea selection process, make it easier to generate ideas and ensure privacy and confidentiality. And how do we stand out in the market? So our focus is on creating interactive flashcards, meaning we want to make the process more convenient, easy to use, and efficient for clients. So we've made the client experience more engaging and interactive, created a positive feedback loop for idea generation, therefore reducing turnaround time, saving time, and reducing manual effort. So why are we the best in class? We hope to disrupt the industry and drive innovation. We have a very client-centric focus, and we want to leverage tech to make those have a game-changing technology. What are the key outcomes for us? So the North Star metrics we looked at were the flashcard completion rate, customer effort score, and the net promoter score. The flashcard completion rate reflects the user value. More so specifically, it captures it quantifies the active usage. For the customer effort score and the net promoter score, those are meant to reflect the impact on the customer experience of gamifying this process. This is our product roadmap. So for the MVP, we focused on core features with the goal being to enhance the client experience, increase completion rate. So as mentioned earlier, we have the interactive flashcards, the text box, the progress bar, the clock, and navigation pane, with the metric being the flashcard completion rate. Going forward, we hope to continue to engage clients and empower them by incorporating emojis, GIFs, and inspirational quotes, as well as enable multi-client solution matching and enable multiple clients to log in. We also want to measure the client experience using the customer effort score. And later down the road, we want to focus on improving accessibility and ensuring data privacy and security. So as far as increasing access, we want to have that login, logout, and sign up feature, and enable multilingual and nonverbal option as well, and leverage the net promoter score to increase referrals. So what are our key learnings? So the first learning would be that understanding the problem space, especially given that this is such a niche area, is central to defining how our user persona, to developing a product-centric, customer-centric product. And that takes multiple iterations, especially with regards to our problem statement. Also, as far as design thinking, we took inspiration from different places like Tinder, Butter.io, as well as Word Cloud, and that took creativity and enabled us to benefit from out-of-the-box thinking. And we also consistently set and manage expectations with the stakeholder and developer. The other big unlearning we had to do was to be able to prioritize and be agile versus having a rigid and fixed mindset to bring our product vision to reality. So thank you, everyone, and we're open to take questions now.